Girbeagly!
Hey there guys and gals, it's Girbeagly with another episode of Gaming with Girbeagly, and I'm once again playing the game Nekopara, and last time a whole bunch of crazy stuff happened, and by crazy I mean incredibly mundane and slightly boring. A bunch of boxes showed up to the shop that I own, like the bakery that I own, and the CATGIRLS helped with that. There was also like a slumber party. They slept over in their little nighties, and that was really all that happened. This game's a little bit more slow-moving than I thought it was going to be, but I still really enjoy it. I love the music, I love the art style, I like the character development that's happening so far, even though it is incredibly cliche, but it is still a fun game. So anyway, let's continue with this. So we're at the takoyaki seller, and she's not here today. Just like yesterday, we took a walk through the park in the evening. However, that food stand was nowhere to be found. It just so happened that no one was home on the day I decided to take the two CATGIRLs home. I had also happened to leave the house key behind. So to make good use of time, I went to do some shopping before Shigure got home. Oh, and by the way, so he is still trying to get rid of the CATGIRLs and drop them back off at home, but they really don't want to leave, so there's a good chance that they're going to be here the whole game, because if they leave now, that's a really short game. Anyway. Catnip? Oh my god, they're on the drugs! That isn't the right word at all. Chocolate, if you're tired, why don't we rest a bit? Aw, her little ears moving around. Oops, skipped some of her dialogue. That's okay. There's no need for you to apologize. She had a troubled smile on her face as she nodded. It was pretty clear why she wasn't in good spirits. That's why there was nothing I could really say to her. Well, there happens to be a bench over there, so why don't we rest a bit? That's a good idea, Vanilla. I'm getting thirsty. Ah, thanks. Something for everyone, okay? Oh, I remember the biggest development that happened last episode. There was boobies! Alright, anyway. I handed Vanilla some change and offered the bench to Chocolate. Aw, she's all sad. Don't be sad. The constant sea breeze rustles in the trees in the park. Can I make her jiggle from here? Nope. Oh, this is actually like a still. All that could be heard throughout the empty park were the quiet sounds of nature. I silently sat down next to the disheartened Chocolate. Like the gently setting sun, time passed by slowly. Yeah, you gotta go home. You gotta get out of my hair. You guys are gonna be trouble because at some point something terribly sexual is probably going to happen. Her voice was so quiet that I wasn't quite sure if I had heard her or not. Even so, she answered clearly. Without saying a word, I responded by gently rubbing Chocolate's head. Yeah, you can call. That's fine. Yeah. Yeah. Aw, she really misses us. How adorable. Why is she so sad, though? She's got like a house full of people. Got a whole house full of people to live with. You're getting greedy here. Her voice trembled as she frantically wiped away her tears. She stifled her sobbing and her voice became strained. She looked pained as she did her best to hold back her emotions, biting her lips. I held back my irresponsible words that were on the brink of coming out with all my strength. Yeah, of course I will. Oh, don't cry. God damn it. Every freaking protagonist that I have always makes the girls cry. What's wrong with them? Ah, she's gonna make our heart crumble, and I guarantee the protagonist is gonna give in. I was frustrated at myself for saying nothing. I was empty. I could only offer condolences that could not be put into words. I rubbed Chocolate's head as gently as I could. Aw. I sure am. I'm the kindest guy around. I don't really think I'm kind at all. Okay, or sure, go ahead and freaking counter exactly what I said. Before? Chocolate closed her eyes and smiled. When they what? When you did what? Oh. Well, why don't you love Shigure-chan? Ah, of course, I remember that. Flashback. It was a cold day, half a year ago. Chocolate and Vanilla were huddled together, crying by the side of the road. They were still so young, they couldn't even speak yet. It was that day that I embraced their small, cold bodies and took them home with me. You know, God, I know that they're technically cats, and like if you saw two little stray kittens on the side of the road, of course it wouldn't be creepy to like scoop them up and take them home and take care of them, get them cleaned up, maybe take them to a shelter or something like that. But the fact that these are humanoids and you kind of just abducted them off the street, I mean, I know they talked about strays earlier, but they're children, and definitely the creepiest shit ever to think about. I know this is supposed to be a sweet scene, but at least give me this one, guys. That's a little weird. There was no way I could simply forget that important day when our family grew. In the beginning, you two really couldn't get used to things at home. You two wouldn't eat at all, which really worried Shigure. I started to hear a tiny bit of laughter in her voice as we reminisced about the past. Only one time they had a fever? Interesting. I definitely do remember that. Oh, another flashback, this time with an actual scene maybe. It was a few days after we brought Chocolate and Vanilla home. Oh, how adorable. That is actually really cute. At that point, they'd only occasionally drink some water. And as always, they didn't really touch their food. The combination of malnourishment and cold weather had really begun to weaken their bodies. They both developed high fevers and were in pain. Aww. Aww. It's alright. I'm with you two, so don't worry. Aw, Master really is a good guy. He's so nice to them. The voice acting in this, by the way, is really, really adorable. It adds a lot to it. Good thing that I'm talking over it like a jackass. Aww. But he didn't give up on them. Aww. Yeah, who knows what kind of creepy stuff would have happened to them. I mean, not that it's not going to happen, because from what everything you guys have told me, this game, some weird stuff happens. It's gonna get awkward and uncomfortable, like always. Aw. How sweet. Ah, so that's why she's so attached. She like imprinted on him. How adorable. I wish that her tear-filled eyes would not spill over. Those tears were filled with anxiety, sadness, and happiness. She smiled all she could before me. Oh, she's freaking guilt-tripping him. Of course we're going to accept her, and we're going to have them stay with us, and it's, like I said, gonna set up that creepy stuff. I guess we should just embrace how sweet this part of it is right now, how adorable it is. She said that with the faintest of smiles, one that seemed as if it would disappear at any moment. Those words were so gentle and warm, but there was also an undeniable sadness and emptiness mixed in with them. Chocola. I was the one she was saying all this to. Even so, the only thing I could say back to her was her name. Yeah, exactly, you freaking freeloaders. Aww.
大変そうなの。本当になんとなくですけど、お掃除でもお洗濯でもお料理でもショコラがお手伝いできることは何でもしますから。
Ah, how sweet.
もうすぐにはできなくても絶対にちゃんとできるようになりますから。
To do anything, huh? Uh-huh, you guys know what I'm saying? I don't even have to make that joke because the game's gonna do it for me at some point.
もう一度だけ
A favor?
ご主人様と一緒に。
That's not really a favor, that's like bringing it back to the same argument we had earlier. Chocolate voiced her feelings clearly once again, and barely kept her tears from overflowing. Chocolate, if you could be with me. I was engulfed by my inner thoughts, which were ready to overflow. That just brought it back to the original issue that was at hand, that, you know, that she can't stay with us, but she's going to be able to. She yearned for me so earnestly, because we never get protagonists who have any sort of backbone. They're always people who are like yes men. For her to so innocently believe in me, there should be no reason for me to be against it. That day, Chocolate and Vanilla became an important part of my family. As long as they were with me, the days would be bright and enjoyable. I was simply selfish for just leaving home like that. Oh no, see, now he's all guilt-tripped. I didn't want to get my dear family wrapped up in my selfishness, or have them experience any unnecessary hardship because of me. You two are important to me after all. There's Vanilla. They really are adorable, though. My inner conflict was disrupted by Vanilla. Vanilla had returned at some point, and she looked straight at me as she sat at Chocolate's side. Aww. Aw, poor Vanilla is very lonely, apparently. Vanilla. Whoa, that's some sass, technically. You even acknowledge it right there. Even though I'm the master, of course I'm the master. I get to make all the rules, god damn it. Aw. Well, I'm not in trouble, though. Except for those boxes, apparently. I didn't know what I was doing. It was as if her gentle, warm, and soft smile had become the setting sun. Those uncharacteristic words from Vanilla deeply penetrated and seeped into my heart. That's the first thing that's getting penetrated in this game. Oh, so Shigure is actually trying to make the CATGIRLS happy, and that's why she shoved them off. I get it. Ah, I see. So Shigure misses me too. So the CATGIRLS are like an extension of her missing me. There was not even the faintest bit of hesitation. They were such honest and absolutely straightforward words. Who am I to dictate Chocolate and Vanilla's happiness? Only those words continued to strongly resonate in my mind, which was otherwise empty. I don't think you want to admit that your mind is empty. It's like being like, I can't think for myself, I'm dumb. Aw, Chocolate. Man, the groveling. Of course he's gonna fold. We're gonna break under this, there's no question. She was on the verge of tears, but Chocolate's face lit up. They were nothing but absolutely pure, genuine words. Oh man, protagonist! You're such a softie. Humans really are at a loss for words when it comes to CATGIRLS, huh? Saying no to their words was not something I could bring myself to do. Aw, dude, this is called negative reinforcement. This means that they're gonna do something the wrong way and they're going to act like brats, and you're going to give them a reward for that or give them attention for that when it's the wrong way. Ah, and then they're going to learn bad behaviors. Come on, man. Ah, it does mean that. As long as I can always hit the P button, it's okay, I guess. It won't be like it was back at home. You can't just live here however you like, got it? Aw. At least they're so happy. Finally surrendered. They even know they wore me down. What the hell? The dreary moments seemed to be blown away by her dazzling smile. Despite all this talk about family, perhaps I was the one that didn't really believe in it. Thinking about all this from their perspective, it was very simple. Although I thought it was all still so immature. Perhaps catgirls were more human than humans were when it came to honesty. From here on out, we need to do our best all together. Fatty tuna every night for dinner. Oh my gosh. Fatty meat is the best. Man, they're gonna eat me out of house and home. Is that all you guys have been eating at home? Even if the road ahead of us is uncertain, I lovingly rubbed their heads, disheveling their hair. Aw, how sweet. What a cute scene. So now we're stuck with the catgirls forever, and by forever I mean the entirety of this game, which, you know, is expected. As I was saying earlier, it would have been a really freaking short game. We just got rid of them and we're like, and now we run the bakery! Like, yeah, I get it. Alright, why don't we head back to the shopping district then? We have to go buy that shampoo you guys liked, don't we? Master's so cool. Oh my gosh, all they do is they think with their tummies. Well, today is a celebration, so why not? Aw, how cute. I am generous, goddammit. Just this once, okay? Yeah, it's not gonna be just this once. This was the beginning to a bright new life. And together with a happy and high-spirited Chocolate and Vanilla, we took the first steps towards it. Aww. Once again, adorable scene. Okay, we're back, and there was a lovely cutscene that you guys aren't allowed to see because of the copyrighted music in it, so I had to take that out. I'm very, very sorry for that, guys. But now here we are in front of Patisserie Le Soleil, and Chocolat has said, "Yay, Master, Master," and the cutscene, by the way, guys, you can probably find it somewhere on YouTube as a, like, demonetized video or something like that, or maybe even the owners of the song itself were able to put that up. But like I said, I'm not allowed to upload it because of the copyright on it, but it was adorable. It had little chibi versions of them dancing around, and oh, you guys got to check it out. It's really, really cute. But anyway, so, yay, Master, Master. Oh, Chocolat, what are you doing? They have French maid outfits! And you can see PANTSU! You can see the panties! Holy crap! Alright, so, yeah. I guess that's the first upskirt perverted shot that we're getting here. This is what you guys wanted. This is why you voted on this, isn't it? Freaking you guys, you, not me at all. They're freaking French maid outfits. How adorable. She's moved by this. She's has an emotional attachment to the fact that she's in a skimpy, fetished outfit that shows off her PANTSU. Flip your skirt up just a bit. Don't encourage her. Yeah, exactly. You know exactly what you're freaking doing. Perverted eyes. Stop fooling around. The two catgirls showed off the uniforms they had just received comedically. Swamped with work, I turned away from the two catgirls. Yeah, it looks really good. Although it was last minute, I'm glad that we found something decent. Decent in what way? This is pretty indecent. It looks good on you too, Vanilla. I'm counting on you two, you know? Good to hear that.
ご主人様にも褒めてもらっちゃったね。明日から一緒に看板猫として頑張ろうね、パンにな。せっかくご主人が用意してくれたし、適度に頑張る。
Thank you for the enthusiasm, Vanilla. This freaking game, guys, I swear. Oh, it's back to these graphics again. I'm not being honest about what? Oh my god, the boobies. No, you really don't need to do that, Vanilla. I'm not that kind of cat girl. What's happening? That's not her skirt. It could only be one thing. Punch! My cat girls sure are energetic. Yeah, that's what they are, man. I looked at the frolicking cat girls out of the corner of my eye as I wiped the trays and tableware. We open tomorrow, huh? The necessary ingredients were already in the refrigerator and the decorative plants for the shop had arrived. I figured there would be more excitement to all of this, but naturally, that wasn't the case. Time did fly by when we were trying to get everything prepared, though. I reached for the business cards that had just arrived that morning. Patisserie Le Soleil. Yeah. Stop making your boobs do the boob things. Makes me very uncomfortable. Oh, you're so smart, Vanilla. She just had to hop while she was talking. No discretion? Gotta get my business out somehow. No, that's exactly what business cards are used for. She knew about protecting personal information, but not about business cards? Well, it was true that it would be a pain if I was in some sort of strange business or something. Where are you going, Vanilla? Thank you, Chocolat. Can you get more up in my face, please? It would be nice if everything went like that. I rubbed the high-spirited Chocolat on the head, as if that dream had already been granted. If she was already this genuinely happy about things, I began to feel like it all might go well. It really was reassuring to have someone else here along with me. I found myself thinking about that all again. About what all again? Hey, why are you staring at me? What's wrong, Vanilla? What, a business card? Or a pat on the head? I don't mind. It was rare for Vanilla to want something like that. But I imagine even cat girls like to have mementos. I had several hundred cards, so it really wasn't a big deal. Excuse me, guys, I got the burpees right here at the end of the episode, of course. Whoa! Sure thing, Chocolat. Okay, I had a lot made, so go ahead and take however many you'd like. Hey, wait, you can't take all of them! That's not what I meant by take however many you want. I watched Chocolat take the box and go. Maybe Japanese was hard for them to understand. Well, I mean, what else are you going to speak to them? Cat? You can't speak cat, man! Master said take whatever we like, though. Among humans, this is supposedly a peculiar expression of the Japanese people. Alright. So we're back in the, oh, nope. This is different. Oh, they're little chibis! How adorable! They're staring at a cat toy. Oh, how cute. This is so cute! What are you guys doing? I mean, I know they're playing, but... Oh, what fun. You two really are cats. That was how I felt watching those two get so engrossed in a regular cat toy. Yeah, dude, you gotta remember they're cats, not people, and it's creepy if you think of them as anything but. Well, it did say go ahead, so for now, just let them play with it. Where can I find books on cat girls? As I looked around the store, an apron-clad shop clerk came up to me. Do you have any books about raising cats, the humanoid kind? Oh, well, thank you. Thanks for the books. Wow, there sure are a lot of books on CATGIRLS. I was so taken aback by the tightly packed amount of books on CATGIRLS, my thoughts happened to slip out. A CATGIRL's feelings, CATGIRL education, CATGIRLs at full speed, or not. I didn't understand the last one, but in any case, there were a lot of books.
でも結局猫それぞれなんですよね。人型猫は言葉でコミュニケーションが取れますし、ちゃんと話をしてれば大丈夫ですけどね。
Yeah, but you don't know my CATGIRLs. My CATGIRLs are weirdos, okay?
あちらの猫ちゃんたちのご主人様ですか
？Oh no, my little sister is their own. Wait, no, I am their owner. I thought should do a little what? It probably means to say I thought I should do a bit of studying up on them.
そうでしたか。ではおすすめの本出しますので。
Gotta love those translation errors. I did feel awkward to declare that I was their owner, but to be able to say that I was their owner was also something that made me a bit happy. I would say it was part of my caring personality. A wry smile formed on my face as I watched the two of them frantically slap the cat toy from a distance. Wait, they're still doing that?
お待たせしました。こちらの本なんてどうでしょうか。
The shop clerk came back and handed me a book. CATGIRLS, Year 1 to Adulthood.
あれだけ手がかからないなら、飼い方というよりは猫の特性を学ばれた方がいいと思います。
You're a smart shop clerk.
今さら言葉とかトイレ、お風呂の教え方なんて必要ないと思いますし。
Yeah, let's hope
これか
not.
ら成猫になるにつれて、発情期とか身体的な成長も。
Mating seasons. Ooh. Also, going to the bathroom, just to touch on that really quick, did they use litter boxes or did they use the toilet? Because that's like a very big leap in behavior. You know, most cats take a shit in the litter box and then they cover it with the litter. If they're competent, my cats are idiots and they just leave the poop out sometimes, which is awesome, or they just shit on the floor. But if they're using the toilet, you know, that's not so bad. Right, that would be important. I rapidly flipped through the pages. Eating habits to promote growth. Mating season. Stable period during pregnancy. CATGIRL training. Ways to deal with CATGIRLs. CATGIRL personalities. Schooling. We're just gonna skip over the pregnancy and the mating part, guy. You know, it covered topics all the way to athletic competitions involving CATGIRLs. Like, I mean, the question is, I guess, how does a cat girl get pregnant? Because there's not cat boys, too, unless there really are in this universe and they just didn't mention them. But I thought they mentioned that all of the cats that were turned into humanoids were just cat girls, which means that they would have to reproduce either with A, a real cat, which would be weird, or B, a human, which would also be weird, because they're technically cats. So, questions?
飼い主さんと猫ちゃんとの関係も家族によって様々ですからね。専門的な方には劣りますけども、最初の入門編としてはこちらがいいかなと思います。
I have questions about the mating. Can you please answer them?
あれだけしっかりした猫ちゃんたちですし。
Oh, well, thank you. I tried to do a good job.
話をしてあげれば大丈夫だとも思いますけどね。
You're right. They seem better raised than I was. I suddenly remembered not too long ago when Chocolate and Vanilla managed to talk me out of sending them home. As an owner, I'd better study up. With that thought in mind, I handed the book back to the shop clerk. In that case, I'd like to buy this.
ありがとうございます。あともう一つなのですが。
Is it about the mating? Tell me it's about the mating. What is it?
猫ちゃんたちが大変気に入っていたようですが、あちらはどうなさいますか?
Really into what? Over there? They tired themselves out. Oh, how cute. Dying. I can see the light. Oh, you two are so goofy. What am I gonna do with these two, right? Probably gross, pervert things. Oh, they're so dramatic. Well, I guess I'll get that toy too. Also, do you have any drinks?
がとうございます。
Sometimes I really wondered if their heads were screwed on right. Watching the two cat girls roll around as if on the verge of death suddenly made me feel anxious. Aw, don't think like that, man. They're fine. They're still young. They're not going to die anytime soon. Alright, guys, I'm actually going to... Stop talking, Chuckle. I'm trying to end the episode. With that, I'm going to end the episode, guys, because we are out of time, but we did make a lot of progress this episode. We found out a lot about the cat girls' past and just how they behave, and also got to see some panties. So there's that treat for you guys. Hopefully, you know, we're going to find out about mating at some point, and maybe have our questions answered in a non-perverse way. I have no idea. I don't know. These are the types of things that come up when you play these games. But you guys are the ones who are watching, so this is your fault because you voted on it. That's the logic I'm using, at least. It's not that I could have totally chosen to not play it. But anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this episode, please be sure to hit the like button, share the video, and favorite it. Also, be sure to subscribe to me if you guys haven't already. For those of you who have, thank you so much for all of your support. You guys are the best in the world. I love every single one of you, and as always, it was great seeing ya. Bye-bye. This is nothing. Nothing at all. Nothing. But delicious. Peppery goodness, the seeds are stuck in my teeth. Are you fucking kidding me?